Close your eyes, inhale deeply, and let the stillness within you arise. What if I told you that your mind is not just a storehouse of memories, but an uncharted cosmos, a boundless sea of symbols, myths, and ancestral echoes? Welcome to Conscious Path. In this journey, we will meet the man who first guided us to this vast inner universe, Carl Gustav Jung. 1. The man behind the journey. Born in 1875 in Küsnacht, Switzerland, Jung was the second son of a pastor, surrounded by spiritual ponderings and intellectual curiosity from childhood. He studied medicine at the University of Basel and later psychiatry in Zurich. But Jung was never content with conventional limits. Beneath his calm exterior, a restless explorer stirred, one who would later bravely diverge from Sigmund Freud, his mentor. 2. Crossing paths with Freud, two minds diverge. In the early 1900s, Jung and Freud stood shoulder to shoulder at the forefront of psychoanalysis. Freud, convinced that sexuality powered the unconscious, an agent of our neuroses. Jung listened, but something deeper stirred. From their letters and conversations, you arrive at that pivotal moment. Jung's imagination expanded to a realm beyond personal repressions, a realm shaped by archetypes, myths, collective memory. That insight would no longer fit within Freud's framework. And so, in 1913, their collaboration ended, marking a seismic shift in psychological thought. 3. The ocean of the psyche, conscious and unconscious. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. These words, attributed to Jung, guide our next step. Imagine your consciousness as just the surface of a lake. The unconscious lies beneath, vast, deep, and filled with mysterious currents. But Jung didn't stop at the personal unconscious. He discovered the collective unconscious, an inherited reservoir of psychic material shared across humanity. In it dwell the archetypes, universal patterns of behavior, symbol, and meaning, as if our psyches carry an ancestral library, encoded not in words, but in images, myths, and instincts. 4. Archetypes, actors on the stage of the psyche. Archetypes are not mere ideas, they are living forms. Think of them as timeless energies stirring within us. The self, our quest toward wholeness and balance. The shadow, the hidden aspects of ourselves we reject or deny. The anima and animus, the feminine and masculine aspects within each of us. The hero, the wise old man, the great mother. Each archetype is a mirror, guiding, warning, inspiring. We encounter them in dreams, fairy tales, art, religions. Across cultures and generations, their echo remains the same. They are the soul language of our deepest psyche. 5. Persona and shadow, masks and shadows. In our social lives, we all wear masks, our persona. It helps us navigate the world, yet every mask casts a shadow, the parts of us we don't want to show. Jung believed that true maturity arises when we recognize and integrate that dark twin. Not to be destroyed, but understood, honored, and woven back into the soul. Integration transforms it into I, and unlocks immense creativity, vitality, and authenticity. 6. Individuation, the sacred journey. For Jung, life is not just survival. It's a pilgrimage. He called it individuation. Individuation is the process of becoming your truest self, transcending conditioning, integrating opposites, realizing the whole psyche. It's not shallow happiness, it's soul expansion. On this path, you meet the self, in dreams, synchronicities, crises, intuition. You learn to dialogue with archetypes through active imagination, art, nature, contemplation. You awaken to the sacred choreography between the conscious ego and the wider psyche, and you begin to live from a deeper center, the self. 7. Dreams, whisperings of the unconscious. In Jung's world, dreams are golden threads woven by the unconscious. They speak in archetypes, metaphors, symbols. He taught us how to listen. Look for recurring motifs: water, journeys, animals, numbers. Ask, what feeling emerges in me? Dialogue with dream figures. Imagine a conversation. What do they say? Through this process, the psyche seeks balance, a deeper healing message. Dreams are not random. They are directional beacons guiding our individuation. 8. Jung's dialogue with spirituality. Jung saw spirituality not as escapism, but as the language of the soul. He studied alchemy, not for gold, but for transformation. He immersed himself in Gnosticism, Eastern wisdom, mythology. He believed that psychic healing and spiritual awakening intertwine. His famous pilgrimage in 1913, the Zurich Depression, visions, redemptive fantasies, became his sacred epiphany. He emerged convinced, psyche and spirit are not separate. The soul must awaken from its amnesia. For Jung, rituals, symbols, myth, even everyday life, can be gateways to numinous encounter. 9. Jung and creativity, the artist's inner world. Jung's influence spread far beyond psychotherapy. He saw creativity, not as escape, but as natural expression of the psyche's soul. Artists, writers, musicians, thinkers, when they tap into their unconscious, they channel archetypal currents. Think of Van Gogh's bursting colors, Tolkien's mythic worlds, and Mircea Eliade's myth philosophy. Their creations are pilgrimage maps for both creator and audience. Through individuation, Jung showed how each of us can wake our own creative flame and help others awaken too. 10. Legacy. Jung today. What does Jung offer us in 2025? Healing for modern soul wounds, anxiety, disconnection, identity loss. Tools for self-exploration, dream journaling, active imagination, symbolic art. A bridge between science and spirituality, depth psychology, embodied myths, trauma-informed rituals. A path for leaders, therapists, seekers, to lead with humility, listen to archetypes, honor the unknown. As we conclude this introduction, remember, Jung isn't only a man of the past. He is the stillness behind the rush, the whisper behind the noise. On Conscious Path, we will dive deeper into unconscious realms, spiritual disciplines, symbolic creativity. Step by step, video by video, we will walk together toward individuation. If you feel called to understand your shadow, to reclaim your lost soul, to awaken your inner self, then this is your map. Hit subscribe. Join our journey. Let the stars of your psyche guide your path. Thank you for watching this introduction. May your inner journey be blessed. May your mind awaken, and may your soul remain curious.